Okay, says I'm live. Hopefully I receive confirmation in a reasonable amount of time. I'm just going to double check everything. Yeah, everything is correct. I did decide I was going to try this. So I think most of I set this up yesterday. I think most of the carry weight was just from whoops. And then everything else should be fine. Do I not have a helmet? Oh no, no, I didn't have gauntlets down here. There is Imperial braces in there. Thought there was. So what's that? 18. Oh, so it's actually not that much better in terms of warmth. I do want to play light armor for once. And they don't actually say how much they give.
Wait. Looks like he's gone for good this time. But I don't think we should stick around to see if he comes back.
Okay.
The closest town from here is Riverwood. My uncle's the blacksmith there. I'm sure he'd help you out. It's probably best if we split up. Good luck. I wouldn't have made it without your help today.
I don't know if there's other ingredients here. No, it's not a log with ingredients on it. Where'd that butterfly go?
Listen, you should go to Solitude and join up with the Imperial Legion. You could really use someone like you.
There it is.
If the rebels have themselves a dragon, General Tullius is the only one who can stop them.
No, he can't. No, he isn't. General Tullius sucks. I've only done the Civil War once, and I did it for the Stormcloaks, and I think I killed Tullius in like one shot. Albeit I was using the Fortified Restoration glitch, but that's not the point. It's very loud, I'm just going to turn it down. I can hear myself think. There. Oops. I can't remember which level that the mine is on, because I do want to go to. You're hungry, which is your total level stamina. Dark region by the. Okay, so that tiny little bit is my hunger. Great.
See that ruin up there? Bleak Falls Barrow.
Oh, it is past the standing stones. So I think I want the thief one, if I'm not mistaken, because I assume speech is part of thief. And then I have no idea if archery is. But archery is the important one, and so is sneak. So I think I want thief stone. That's mage. That's warrior. Why is thief here? Why do I not have my bow equipped? How many arrows do I have? I should check. 12. I forgot. I hate the controls in this game. But I'm detected, but I don't know if I'm. No, he's detected me. Okay. It's okay, sir. I'm just walking around. Okay. Fur armor has a value of 50? Why? So I should go through Embashard at another point in time. So what is it? I need to sleep to level up, so I can't just... No, I can't, okay. If I just stay far enough behind Ralof? Is it Ralof or Hadvar? I don't know which one's which. You know, if I stay far enough behind him, he'll kill all the wolves and everything, and I can just get to town safely. Okay, so 2 important things need to be done.
What are you doing? Ain't every day we... Of course.
Fatigue. You're tired, which reduces your total available magicka.
What's all this about?
Okay.
What are you two doing?
Ale, bread. Oops.
What?
Yep, dragon attacked Helgen.
Explains what I saw earlier. The Jarl need... We need to get word to Jarl Balgruff and... Like I said, I'm glad...
And need any help around the forge?
Yes, actually. How... Blades, helmets...
And then let me sell
pretty much
you some
anything to
useless
suit your
stuff.
needs.
And then I'll keep all of that. And
I see. The grind, if you've got the raw material.
okay, so he doesn't actually give
Come
another
on,
thing. What does I need to
Sigrid will
make?
get you something to eat. You can tell us.
Is it the dagger first or the dagger?
What?
Get back here.
Take what you need, my friend. Not bad, but it's a little dull. How about you sharpen it up? Just need a bit metal and the grindstone over there.
And I've got better things to do. If you keep on like this, no one in town will forgive us.
Where is he? There.
May the gods watch over your battle.
Sharpen the
This looks good.
dagger.
You want to keep helping? How about you make some armor? Let's start by tanning some leather on
He's
the
going
right.
inside. So while he's inside, I'll do the Fandor quest, because the Fandor quest is insanely easy. Where's Fandor? There he is.
Did I see you talking
What's the problem with
Fixes.
Sven?
an intelligent, beautiful woman? I've been thinking. Could you give her this letter and say it's from Sven? I think I've matched that Nord's lack of cleverness.
These aren't stealing, are they? No. Do I have any actual decent food, or is everything... Oh, it actually does say how much hunger I can get from things. So grilled chicken breast is 220. So if I restore 18, that did basically nothing.
Well, one of us has to do something.
I said no.
Maybe you could talk some sense into my...
Like
Another
it's
problem.
Sven.
What's the... You can tell Sven that he already has a mother.
Well, I don't know.
I'm not speaking to him anymore.
An ornament. You could?
You're a
Got
strapping
some
young
coin
man.
coming in from my last
You're a
shipment.
stranger.
It's yours if you bring my claw back. Show
Wait, is her...
a bit of this and a bit of that.
Is her prerequisite for marriage literally just deliver the letter? Or did she just accidentally give the wrong voice line? I love how enchanted robes give more warmth than unenchanted. I don't know if that's a bug or not, which is the funny part. Did you have arrows? You do have a tiny bit of arrows. There's a way to craft them, isn't there? I just don't remember how. Cooked catfish restores 220. Wait, I think you need the crafting feathers, which requires you to get regular feathers, I think. Keep potions. I have sparks. Keep all of that.
Now, if you're going to get those...
We have to go through town and across the bridge to get to Bleak Falls Barrow.
So it's just... Okay, I can just enter that. Where is Fandol?
Tell me as soon as you... I appreciate your help. Please, lead the way.
Congratulations on your promotion to follower.
I'll show you what I know. What do you want me to carry? You lead, I'll follow.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth leveling up now. So I might actually wait and head to...
Sigrid, we have company.
I'm gonna remember the name eventually. Whiterun. For some reason struggling to remember the name of Whiterun.
We've been so worried about you. You two must be hungry. Sit down and I'll get you something to eat.
Now then, boy.
Salmon steak.
How did you get away? I don't know where to stop. You know I was assigned to General Tullius' score. We will
Take
stop
what you need, my friend. Ah, good. Let's see if you can make a hide helmet when your friend...
Okay, hide helmet. I love how you make hide stuff at a blacksmith forge.
That's a decent weapon you've got.
Where did you come from?
Whatever you need. Let's improve the fit. Take this leather to the workbench up there.
What's the warmth on... Oh, it's the exact same. It's actually the Imperial Light Helmet is for some reason better.
You looking for a new blade? You have. Why don't you keep that dagger and helmet? Maybe you'll remember me when you're making Skyforge steel. Huh? Good day.
Okay.
Iron and steel, mostly. I might even have some of your fancy elven pieces lying around somewhere.
What is my carry weight? 86.
I've got your back.
First of all,
What do you want me to carry?
have a helmet. Have a helmet. And then I think that's what I need you to carry.
Let's get going then.
Is there somewhere here I can get a woodcutter's axe? Is it even worth getting a woodcutter's axe actually? I don't think it is.
What's the hurry?
What do I need for the stews? Like a lake stew and all that? Actually, does it matter if I can just get fish easily, and salt's not that hard to get either. Let's have a fishing rod. Okay, I'll learn how to fish later. Who is seeing me? Until proven otherwise, I am assuming it is Fandor. Okay, I've been proven otherwise, so I have no idea who could see me. Tried to lead the shot and he dodged it. I love how raw venison is better than just like a cabbage. Where are the wolves? They're there. I need to set this as a favorite. When things go inevitably horribly wrong. So I think down here is just the Imperials with the random Stormcloak that they captured. I don't really need to grab fast travels, but I'd rather have the map markers just for my sanity. I love this glitch with butterflies and then the harvestable plants where they just float like a meter above them. Because they can't actually land on them. Did the companions manage to kill the giant yet? No, they didn't. I apparently just got that kill, because it fell as soon as I hit it. Which I think that makes me the hero.
Well, that's taken care of. No thanks to you.
What?
Certain. That's why I'm here, with my shield.
I literally hit it.
And we show up to solve problems if the coin is not for me. The old man's got it. If you go to him.
Thinking I need to train some more.
You know, I hit him, but okay, apparently if you shoot them from far away, it doesn't count. I've never had that happen before. Does this film have weight? There's chicken eggs. Doesn't seem to have weight.
Getting tired of hanging around talking all day.
Now, do I go straight for... No, I don't need to go straight for Dragon's Reach. I'll do other stuff first, like for crafting and everything.
Mind yourself.
How did I lose like 30 weight?
Halt. City's closed with the dragons about. Fine. We'll be keeping an eye on you.
I don't know why I needed to pass a persuasion check there, or why there is a persuasion check there, considering you can just use the regular.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own.
Okay.
Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride? That Norland Grey Mane.
Cork, bulb, arrow.
Sooner been like me to open Stormcloak. Besides, Grey Mane would never make steel for the Legion.
So iron arrows. Oh, they actually don't need the feathers.
I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle.
Interesting. I thought you needed arrows. I thought you needed feathers. Or is that just an Ars Metallica thing? Okay, so first stop, Bellathor. But actually, there's a fire axe here. Is there not a fire axe here? No, there isn't a fire axe there. I thought there was.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. Everything. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them.
Why do you not have an axe? You have steel arrows though. I'm probably never using magical. I think that's everything from there. So the garnet, I'm probably not going to need that.
Do come back.
Why do you not have an actual cooking pot?
They say Helgen got hit by a dragon.
Let me know if you see anything you like. That's a good concoction.
Poison.
Keep trying new things.
That's just such a bad combination. Like, yeah, damage, magic, or regen, but also just make conjuration spells last longer. Bone meal that, and then the butterfly wing. Again, fortify conjuration.
I sell cures for all ills, and I'll be happy to see.
So hold on, so that damages stamina, that damages, so these three combined, damage stamina, lowers magic regen, and then it boosts conjuration. That's just not a good combination.
If there's anything I can help you with, you have but to ask.
Fortify stamina and resist. Okay, that's actually a decent combination.
I offer remedies for ailments both common and rare. Let me know if I can be of service.
Okay, there's another damage and magic regen, which will never be useful. Oh, I shouldn't be using salt on it either. I think I've wasted a bunch of salt.
Potions on shelves. Browsed. Heart's content.
Ravage Magicka regen. Concentrated poison damages Magicka. Doesn't help. So what do I have? Fortify Magicka. Resist Frost. And restore Magicka.
I offer remedies for ail. You look rather. Take a look.
Now sell everything that doesn't help me. That does a tiny bit of usefulness. I don't know if I need. I'll keep it. It could be useful.
So you're
Actually, do you have any
interested in my
salt?
potions and ingredients?
You have a tiny bit of salt. 5 salt's way too much.
Come back anytime if you need a remedy. Pardon me, but do I detect a case of the rattles?
I don't have a case of the rattles, I'm just hungry.
Maybe a hardy Nord like you doesn't need a cure-all.
Take a seat by the fire.
What
And
about
I'll
an
send someone
invisibility
over.
potion?
Sadia, wake up, dear.
380, 380, 380. All of it's 380, isn't it? That's 220. 380. 220, 220. I might just. Oh, wait, I can make a bunch of that because that doesn't use salt. Venison stew uses a bunch of stuff. Also use a bunch of stuff. Then I guess apple, cabbage. Actually, that doesn't. Is there another stew I could make? No, so it's basically just those two. I'll just make this because it's slightly better. Poisoned green animal. What? Okay.
You want a drink? Now please, no more questions.
You approached me. So let's just see. So vegetable soup, 380. Okay.
I've got a hungry daughter to feed, so selling my life's hard at that bar. I heard him boasting at the banner. If you want to try, go right ahead. I don't think anything will get through
If it's
that
a lady,
thick skull of
Carlotta
his,
put you
though.
up to this, didn't she? What did you just say? All I bribing me? Well, Bard
Yes,
does
Mom?
need to eat.
Sure will.
Yes? On my ends.
Really?
I hate that
Thank
everyone
the
just
gods.
talks over each
I'll
other.
settle for thanking you.
Oh yes, Miss.
Here's some coin for your help. Farewell.
What? Only if I... But hey, in the banner Argonian ale, I can almost taste it.
I don't see any other quests.
If it's work you're looking for, Hulda's the one to talk to. Careful with that.
Don't worry, I will be. I'm just gonna take it for a walk upstairs.
If you need more food or drink, speak to Hulda.
Mister, could you spare a coin?
That.
Here's the
well,
ale.
would you look at that? Argonian
I forgot that he gives a
ale.
healing potion.
My thanks, friend.
Some parting
Here,
advice?
Take this here healing potion.
We drink to
found
our
it.
youth. Today's come and gone. The age of aggression is just about done.
Where does...
We'll drive out the storm cloaks and
Oh, there she is.
restore
I
what
was gonna say, where does she go?
Once I've made enough money trading. Before I met one of the caravan
Yep,
leaders.
I
You
can
do
help.
that? If you find one, I could teach you a thing or two about trading. Help you get a fair bargain in the future? Farewell.
I enjoy this work well enough.
Oops.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Need to do that anyway. Looking for work.
Here, take a look at this. Some of, I assume, it's part of the Temple of Kinneret. Have you seen that shrine of Asura? People say there is someone in Riften that
And
can...
then companions up in Jorvaska? Yep.
In Jorvaska? They're recruiting new... I'll show you to your room, right this way.
Oh, you actually showed me to the room because I was going to be confused of where to go. Is this room locked? No. Because this is the room used for the Dark Brotherhood. Sleep for 8, because I assume that's how much you have to sleep for. I did very little reading on how much you have to sleep and everything. Okay. Stamina. Stamina. Bows do more damage and harder to detect.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
But then he went quiet when he met the shield maid.
I love how I slept for 8 hours but wake up not hungry at all.
Skyrim these days. Everyone is obsessed with
okay, so
What's the matter? You can't stand beside a strong Lord woman?
That's
who are you, Grey Maiden?
But I've got a right surround.
I love
Alfred,
fight as much as
patron of the great clan battle.
Now to quickly get the quest for Bleak Falls Barrow.
Well, nothing. There's no telling.
What's the meaning of this interruption?
I have news from
Well,
Helgen.
explains why the guards let you
I just
in.
think we need more
Come on,
information
then.
before.
So, you were at Helgen.
personally.
You saw the...
Had a great view on the Imperials were trying to kill me.
But it's none of my concern who the Imperials want to buy. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon? Next time, deal with Avenici.
To Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger.
The
The dragon
Jarl
is lurking in the
will
mountains.
see that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not.
I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and...
I'm just going to equip my steel arrows while I remember.
slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. Here. There. Come. Let's go find Far.
Studded Imperial, does that do more than what I'm currently wearing? So that's 28, this is 25. Is there no real difference? I'm gonna need to check.
My court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and...
I don't have anything to disenchant, do I? Nope.
Come to Dragon's Reach to... What? Project? You think you could... What? I never even cast it. Please forgive my earlier rudeness. Now, what did you say you wanted? Indeed? Yes. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there.
I love how rarely I do this, because I forgot that there's that entire bit.
Straight to the point. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow. Find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself.
Okay, Bleak Falls Barrow.
Off to Bleak Falls Barrow with you.
I'm sure you two will get along.
So, before I do that, I'm going to head to Markarth.
Brigands I can handle. This talk of dragons, one good man.
You're a guard, you're not... What's his name, Amron? Do these cheese wheels actually heal much? 18, what about the full one? 18.
Maybe some other time I'll reveal your destiny. Crystals.
Oh, you can actually improve the Studded Imperial.
Got some good pieces out here if you look. The finest weapons and armor.
And sell that. Hunting bow. What's my bow? Longbow. Fills a soul gem. I don't need it to fill a soul gem. So I'll just grab a hunting bow, grab more arrows.
Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
What does it need? Leather strips. Okay, so a slightly better bow. Oh, Khajiit heal.
Khajiit welcomes you. And all? It is all in this note.
Balance of... I don't know what quest that is. Or what,
Take a look.
thing that is. Because I know it's a creation, I just don't know what one. Cork bulb arrows, 0.1 weight. Basically just an advertisement for me to never use creation club arrows. Boots, gold necklace. Oh, that minesmith thing would have been nice if it wasn't so expensive. Do you have any actual poison? Why does poison cost so much? I don't think I own Saints and Seducers.
Your road lead you to warm sand.
I don't. Why is there a book called Saints and Seducers? Wait, what? I own Saints and Seducers? Since when do I own that? I shouldn't own that. Okay, I'm just going to drop these books now. Then where was the bounty? Redoran's Retreat. Where's Redoran's Retreat? Is that where you get the transmutation? Because if that's where you get transmutation, then that's really helpful for later.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go?
And take me to
Climb
Markarth.
and back and we'll be off. Ever been to Markarth? Some say it was built by the dwarves. I don't believe a word of it.
I love how for the tutorial on on warmth, they mention dragon scale. Like, the last tier of armor you can get. It's okay, you can use fur, or you can use dragon scale, they're really good for it. So, I can't, is this an iron mine? I think it is. Because I've used this one before, for transmutation and stuff like that.
What happened to you, Pop? The Forsworn have taken the whole thing apart. We're the only ones left.
I should grab the Kolskegger mine quest, now I think about it.
Still shaking from all
Kolskegger
my
mine
friend.
was. Hopefully Skaggy will send word to you. I'd be grateful, but I wouldn't go there if I were you. There's a whole group of them with axes and magic items.
Does this farm have weight, or is this all just it's all just useless stuff? I didn't get sick from that travel, did I? No, I didn't, actually. Or, I actually don't know if I am now. I'm assuming I am, even though I'm not actually that drained. Then it is right here. I think you can turn goat hide. Marshmallow, Minotaur horn. Hunting bow sparks, that is slightly better than my one. Actually, it's not. Alright, fire and guard.
I've got your back. What do you want me to carry?
Everything that's heavy in my inventory. They don't have too much carry weight.
Lead on.
Okay, now where is a easy enchanting table? Probably the oh god, what is their Jarl's castle called? I actually can't remember. Your quarter reduces your total health. Can cause your move slowly, stand your fire. If this guy holds a torch and I stand near him, I can warm up.
Safest city in the reach.
This is kind of funny if you ask me. Stand near someone and become warmer. There's no way I'll kill him without missing.
Is someone there?
You've stepped on us long enough. I die from.
That took them way too long to kill him. Why do lockpicks have weight?
People.
Everyone stay back. The Markar City Guard have this all under control. There are no Forsworn here.
And then you talk to me.
Gods. A woman. Are you alright? Did you see what happened?
I must have missed it.
You don't have to say sorry to me. I just hope the 8. Oh, I think you dropped this. Some kind of note. Looks important. My note? No, that's yours. Must have
Okay,
fallen
so
out
there's
of
the
your pocket.
Forsworn conspiracy. I think this is the... Yeah, that's the Mace of Moloch Bowl quest. Which I will need to do eventually. Oh yeah, because Count Salomo has an enchanting thing. And alchemy. And there's like, I think, one Daedric quest here.
What are you hiding, priest?
If it's about the Hall of the Dead, I can't talk about it. Rest assured. Alright? I was going to... We've discovered that some of the... We haven't caught any... If you can get to the bottom of this, the priesthood of Arcade will reward you.
Okay.
Take my key. Be careful.
So that is... I can't remember which Daedric prince that one is. That's the cannibal one.
Don't let my uncle go on about his theories. He'll be here all night.
Where is your uncle? Oh, I'm blind.
What are you doing here? The extra... Shuan Zep? I'm sorry,
Okay, I'd like to see the excavation site.
I'll let you in if you deal with Nimi. Enthusiasm. Good. So you wish to master the arcane arts?
No, I want to buy the deed for the mud crab. Why does it cost 304? I should have kept that and just used it as enchantment. Where is that?
I've got your back. What do you want me to carry? You lead, I'll follow.
And disenchant all of this. So what enchantments did I get? Anything useful? Not really. I'll do that just because a bunch of experience.
Keep studying. Only scratch the surface.
I'm afraid to touch half the things we keep in the tower.
I assume I can bring the Dwarven Mud Crab and Feindor at the same time, and that's not a modded thing. I can. And he can carry stuff for me. Good.
The artifacts I've discovered in the Shuan Zell will make history one day.
Okay.
I'm Calselmo's nephew. I help him around the laboratory.
I have no idea what any of this stuff does. Oh, oops, that's fortified conjuration. I don't want that. Everything just restores health. I need actual just full-on poison. Can I please just get full-on poison, game? I got paralysis. Ravage manager card, but also poison. Actually, does that change based on the order that I put this in? Nope.
Don't let my uncle go on about his theories. He'll be here all night.
Okay, so I'll just do this once, just... And then...
I'm afraid to touch half the things we keep in the tower.
Calcelmo, do you buy
you wish to master
potions?
the arcane art?
You don't.
What? Oh, goodbye.
Okay, so don't do Nimi now because I will not be able to complete it. Actually, I probably could. I'll risk it. It does get me a bunch of frostbite spider venom. Oh, that's the Hall. I've never known where the Hall of the Dead is. Okay, so main priorities in here are just to not die constantly. I'm also not going to do whatever the quest is called that you unlock for completing this, basically. The one where at the end you find the dead Imperial. I don't remember the Imperial's name, I don't even know if he has a name. Then you got to go through the rest of the Dwarven Realm, which I think has Fulmer in it. I really don't want to deal with Fulmer. Where are the spiders? Are they not actually this close to the entrance? Because there should be more than just Nimi in here. Oh, I'm just blind. Okay, that could have gone way better considering I saw that one from up there but thought it was just a pile of rocks. Isn't there also like an iron ore vein down here? I swear there's an iron ore vein in here somewhere. There isn't. There it is, found it. Is that also iron or is that corundum? That's corundum. Can I punch it? Oh my god, dwarven mud crab. Because I completely forgot that this doesn't actually... You don't have any real, oh, 3 gen. What do they do? Quite a bit. Okay, where's Nimi? move. Oh, Vandal, move. Okay, that went better than I thought it would. Aletheus, that's his name. Okay, moving on. Not doing that quest now because that one is really painful. But then I think every quest that involves Former is painful. So is there not a random iron ore vein, like right here somewhere? There it is, I need another one. Sack of fire, I think for that you need half fire. Or you need to have started like the half fire stuff. Which I haven't. God.
I have things to say.
Killed me.
As promised, is the key to the Dwemer Museum. Oh, really? If you find Stubborn, it would be good to see any notes he may have collected.
Okay.
I doubt you'll find him alive, though.
Now, back to Whiterun, I think. I don't see much of a reason to hang out here anymore. Because I don't think I can do the Forsworn conspiracy. Well, I need to check that.
You don't know anything about this house? No. Anyone seen entering or leaving?
Excuse me, do you know anything about this house? Seems I'm with the Vigil of Stendar. I was actually just about to head on in. Follow me. Thank you for your time.
Or do the House of Horrors eventually? How do you get to where Where's the... There it is, the blacksmith's place. Why did I go into here? Trying to remember what I was going to do. Do they not have a leather tanning spot? Apparently not. I hate when there's a blacksmith that doesn't have a leather tanning bit. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I need to do here. At best, I could try force. No, because there's like 2 bits of combat. I don't think I am a high enough skill level with bows to be able to do them reliably.
City of Mark. Where do you want to go?
Whiterun.
Climb and back, and we'll be off. There once was a hero named Ragnar, right? Walking right into Whiterun from all.
Can I roll, mate? When I was reading the wiki, it said that it said that only Argonians could. Okay, now yeah, back up here. Smelt the steel and iron, make just something. Just kind of try and get my experience up a bit. I should also, before I level up, use Fandor to boost my archery a bit more.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside.
I gave you the bear hide, right?
What do you want me to carry?
I'm gonna give you a lot more than just bear hide.
You lead, I'll follow.
I don't claim to be the best blacksmith in Whiterun. You're...
And then make a bunch of other strips. Okay, so 125, 60, 55, so make that an iron dagger. I hate not using mods. Okay.
Have you met my father? Take a look.
Apparel, that, these. I have 83 pounds of leather. Sorry, not 83, 86. So we'll just drop that. That should be enough to make me no longer over encumbered.
Don't forget to check inside the shop if you
Still
need
here.
anything.
I'll show you what I know. I'll show you what I know.
It's not what I meant to do.
What do you want me to carry?
I need to carry nothing. I want my money back.
I'll show you what I know. What do you want me to carry?
Okay, and then go.
I work with my mother. Sell fruits and vegetables.
Can I talk to the old woman now?
All I can think of
Yes, I can.
those battles. It's not wise to discuss
You
it
can't
here.
stand the side of a
Please,
strong Nord
if
woman?
you truly wish to help, meet me at my home. I'll tell you the whole story.
Okay, I actually get the quests here. Missing in action. A quest I did once and then never again.
Let me know if you want anything. I think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
If you need...
Do you sell
Depends.
salt?
Are you thirsty? Hungry? Both.
No, I just want salt. Argonian blood wine. Because I assume you don't sell soup. You don't. You also don't seem to sell much cooked meat. You sell hawker loaves. You just don't really sell cooked meat, which is weird. I I can sell skooma to her. I didn't know you could sell skooma to people.
No more questions.
Like, just skooma are just people who typically just food vendors. Do I just make 6 cabbage soups? Cabbage potato, I mean. Do any of these have health regen, or are they all just straight healing? Vegetable soup is the one that I... Okay, I need tomatoes.
Mine depends.
Do you sell tomatoes? I just need to know if you sell tomatoes.
Are you thirsty? Hungry? Both.
You sell tomatoes. What is it? Tomatoes, potatoes, leeks, and cabbage. I've got tons of cabbage.
If there's nothing else, I have work to do.
There's way too much stuff in here. Then...
What do you need, handsome?
What was down here? Potato soup.
Down with Ulfric, the killer of kings. On the day of your death, we will drink and we'll sing.
I don't know what I want to make. It's like either I make the potato soup or I make the apple cabbage. Okay, I'll make 2 apple cabbage. Then I'll make 4 cabbage soup, just to try and get rid of cabbages.
This land is ours, and we'll see it wiped clean of the scourge that has sullied.
If it's work you need, how about chopping up some wood? Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room.
You do not need to show me to my room. I know where it is.
Anything else, just let me know.
Okay, 8 hours. Okay, archery's at 25. I need... Okay, I can grab that. So that needs 30. That needs 30, so I just need to basically use Fandol 5 times. And then these are 30. Okay.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
And... Wait, Fandol.
I've got your back.
What is this now?
I'll show you what I know. What do you want me to carry? I'll show you what I know. What do you want me to carry? Let's get going.
Even more stamina. Then archery. Zoom in. Oh my god. I like the Dwarven Armored Mud Crab, but at the same time it's really annoying. Okay.
Yes.
Actually, I want to go up to Dragon's Rage and just... I've got a bunch of just random jewelry, so I might as well just enchant that. And then enchant my armor, just get a bunch of enchanting experience. Since I am gonna probably need that eventually. Just gonna check everything is going correctly. Barely dropped any frames. So apparently the thing I did to fix everything has worked, which is weird. Because it shouldn't have fixed it. So I've gone from dropping about 300 on average, like within an hour, to currently at less than 100.
Oh, I thought you were already on your way to Bleak Falls Barrow.
Shut up. Oh, actually, I forgot that I went and already made a bunch of alchemy stuff. So, enchant the necklace just with Fortify Illusion. Is Petty or Lesser the lowest? Petty. Great, I can either Fortify Illusion or Fortify Magicka, and I am using neither. Now I'll boost my Magicka by a little. I'll boost it by 6. Actually, I need Frost more than anything, and then I'll just do this. I love how there is no difference between using common and lesser on this, except the value. Then Iron Sword can have shock, I suppose. Shock. Okay, there's another level up, which...
I'm right behind you. I'll show you what I know. What do you want me to carry?
I will just quickly...
Oh, I thought you were already on your... So, you wish to master the arcane arts? Off to Bleak Falls Barrow with you. The Jarl is not a patient
I'll show you what I know. What do you want me to carry? You go on ahead.
No, don't wait here.
We heading out? Let's get going. I'm right behind you. I'll show you what I know. I'll show you what I know. What do you want me to carry?
Okay.
Let's get going then.
So what is my archery at? 35. Yep. Almost 40. Almost 36.
Need supplies? See Bellathor at his store. Sleazy little man. He has good stuff.
Yes, if you need supplies such as not a woodcutting axe, go to Bellathor. Because he doesn't have a woodcutting axe, but he has a fishing rod, just like every other merchant in the game. Okay. Go back here again.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks.
Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from old War.
Then that needs 40. Everything else just needs 40 essentially. I'm gonna get more money before I try and trade with, or try and do that again with Fandom. Because how close to the next level am I? I'm actually really close. Okay, moving on. Moving on to Bleak Falls Barrow. Just gonna get my warmth up a little. Okay. Because I don't think there's anything else I need to do. Carry rate's 138. I shouldn't, in theory, go over that. I should probably sell some of these poisons and potions now I think about it.
A few seconds for my suppers. Need a blade?
Dwarven Mud Crab found 6 gold. Thank you, Dwarven Mud Crab, for actually being useful. That.
Talk to Adriana before.
Sometimes I miss the... My Sapphire, he fed his entire family with... I tracked it. I don't know why I'm saying this, but...
Okay.
If you find it out in your travels...
Got something for just about everybody in here.
Bountiful.
Everything's... Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
I don't know why I specifically came to you, but I did. So. Then I'll keep the... Oh wait, no, actually I shouldn't keep that because it buffs bows for my opponents. I actually have a potion of regenerate health. I didn't know I had that. I don't have anything else I can... Oh, I can... Oh, no, keep the weak poisons. Okay.
Do come back.
To Bleak Falls Barrow.
My wife's a good woman. She can be a little hard-headed sometimes. I love her just the same.
So, outside this, what, like... There's the tower, which has, I think, 4 people. There's the outside of Bleak Falls Barrow, which I think has 4. I love how, because I did a little bit of pre-planning with this. And most of my pre-planning came around what bow I want to use and how to get a good bow early on. I've kind of forgot the important part of getting good armor early on, so I'm stuck with Imperial armor. I keep doing that. Why is it in, I think, Fallout 4 and New Vegas, middle mouse is... Middle mouse is the change camera button, whereas in this, that's your powers, that's shouts. I'm actually rebuying that key, because I've just had a thought. I'm going to accidentally... Well, I can't bind it to... I can't bind it to the other keys on my... to the other buttons on my mouse. I have to have it be bound to that. Oh no, I can have it bound to mouse 4, I can have it bound to mouse 5, apparently. Oh no, I can't, you just have to press it in a really awkward spot. Why? Also, can we just acknowledge the Giant's club flying away? Is that supposed to be hair, or is that teeth sticking through their chin? Seriously, why is the Giant's Club flying? I don't think the wolves should have respawned yet. So I should more or less have a... I'm sorry, what? Are you just a hunter, or...?
I am waiting for a good death. If you are not here to grant me a good death, then you can leave.
A good death?
Yes. Were I to simply lay down and die, it would not please my time has come. I am old. Malakath has given me a vision of a glorious... As you can see, it has not yet arrived. Indeed, one should find... We Orcmen are not like these Nord. To cling to something past its usefulness is unseen. You should leave. I don't want you scaring off my good death.
Okay. okay, he's actually a lot tougher than I thought he would be. I was hoping that would just one-shot him. Why did he turn? Yeah, nothing I need. Actually,
I'm right behind you. What do you want me to carry?
you get new armor. Oops. There we go.
You lead, I'll follow.
Where's the way up? Was it not here? No, it's further. I don't think this is the path either. Maybe it is. I just had wolves. Actually no, the path's here, I'm an idiot. It's literally right across the bridge. It's what, Carlotta. Is it Carlotta? I think that's her name. The character who has the easiest requirements to marry. And it's simply by messing with two other people's love for her. So like you can meddle for one of them and then marry her yourself, so both. I think then the one that you meddle for shows up at the wedding. Which is insane. Okay, I don't know if I should heal now or not. I'm not going to, and I'm going to regret it. Where's the tower? It's around more. The air is chilly here, the game says, while I am walking through snow. I haven't spawned in yet. Apparently they have. Did I just miss? Did I just miss again? I have no idea if I just missed them all those times. And how I missed them, for that matter. How, again? Oh, I'm grinding sneak experience. Seriously, how am I missing? Okay, that one I understand how I missed. That was really bad aim on my part, but I still won. I think there's one more in there though. Is there not a third that's supposed to be here? I assume these candles don't provide warmth, do they? Doesn't look like it. I love how he stood there to threaten me like, hey, go away, even though I'm in his tower. I think, yeah, there's a chest here. That's iron. I always forget that that vein's there because it's just in such an awkward spot to where it's just not worth ever going to grab. Oh yeah, that's right, it's this way. I don't remember where any of the guys here spawn. He seriously took an arrow, pulled out and shot me, then pulled out a knife to try and just stab me to death. There's no way there's at least one more. Is there not one more? Seemingly there isn't one more. Okay. Time for the fun part. Actually no, this is the easy part. The fun part's the next part. I missed. That was a sneak attack despite the fact he was staring at me. What is my sneak stat anyway? 24. I have 24 sneak and yet he was just blind. I'm just picking on a blind guy. That's what I'm learning. Oh good, I killed the archer first. Okay, I don't need to heal up yet. Because I think the Draugr are all after the Skeever. I think. Is there a chest up here? I think I look here every single playthrough and there is never a chest there. I'm going to continue looking there every single playthrough in the hopes that one day I will install a mod that will just put a chest there for no reason. I will just be playing a random quest mod and for some reason it puts a chest in Bleak Falls Barrow. Like, it touches nothing else to do with any other vanilla dungeon, but it puts one chest in Bleak Falls. I feel like this guy's actually tough. Okay, oh, still flower. So what is it? Snake, whale. I always forget this one. Yeah, it's literally just that. It's like, I know the solution, I just for some reason always have to check what the pattern is. Why is a pickpocket skill book here? Like, you'd think it would be something more befitting of Nords. Okay. Switch to sword. Then randomly scroll a fireball. Actually, it kind of makes sense now I think about it, because this is the tutorial, still technically tutorial dungeon. I should have switched to iron arrows, but oh well. And do I have any poisons that are potentially worth using? I don't have an aversion to frost, do I? No. Let's try this. Oh, never mind. I love how the poison animation for a spider is just sort of it just bobbing up and... I don't normally touch this dungeon because I normally just don't bother with dragons. Why is everything to do with me going to this dungeon just breaking? Core journal arrow. And now to get the what's it called? Dragonstone? I think it's called a Dragonstone. I could check, but I'm not going to. But I could. Alright. This is where the draw starts.
Don't like the looks of this.
Sneak increased to 25. If I can just keep increasing my sneak, that'd be great. That one's not alive. That one is. There's one to my right that is alive and is wandering. There. very close to running out of steel arrows. Hopefully I can get some ancient Nord arrows or something. Is that what they're called? Ancient Nord arrows? It was just Nord arrows. Whatever they're called, they're the tier above, I think they're a tier above iron, so they're not on par with steel, but they're as decent as steel, in my case. The dwarven mud crab just wants to destroy. How do I keep missing? I'm glad I killed the Restless Draugr before it could do anything, because I think Restless Draugr have spells. Like, all of them have spells. You're alive. You're breaking. Is that everything here? Yes. You're still in good. Amulet of Julianus, increase your magicka by 10 points. Oh, and that does 13. What does my bow do? Does 13. I'll take it, because I don't know what you need to improve it. It might be steel, it might be iron. If it's anything other than those two specific things, then it's worthless to me.
Still here.
You can have a new helmet.
What do you want me to carry?
There you go. Now you're a little bit stronger. Now. You need to check the arrows, so 10 steel does, oh, so they are steel arrows basically. Cool. That's kind of all I cared about. Oops. Food. Do I have anything cooked that isn't good? I've got salmon steak. Somehow that wasn't a sneak attack critical, despite the fact that every other shot I seem to hit is a sneak attack critical. Is next the big room? No, it's not. Maybe it is. Nope, this doesn't look like the big room. Oh no, it's this room. This is like the best room because there's nothing in it. Scroll of Mass Paralysis. I'll definitely be selling that. So what's the next room? Is this the room that can have a troll, or... I think it's the room that has a troll sometimes, or depending on your level. Yeah, it is. Because if you're a higher level, there's a frost troll that spawns instead of the regular Draugr. And then way up there in a spot that you can't reach, or actually might even be over there, I can't remember. Fandor seriously almost just killed me. I have 201 iron arrows. Oh yeah, because I've been buying iron arrows. I forgot I was buying them. What a 10. I'm going to use these because these have weight, so I might as well try and get rid of them. Scroll of Fireball again. Thanks for almost killing me, Fandor. And almost giving me a heart attack in real life. So thanks for almost killing me twice. I should at some point learn, because I know glowing moss is fortify smithing. I should at some point learn the other ingredients for fortify smithing. Is there a skeever down here? I actually can't. No, there isn't. I remembered the dead body and looting it, but I couldn't remember if there was a actual skeever.
I've got your back. What do you want me to carry?
You can have a new pair of boots now. Lead on. Another thing I wish you could see your like companions like stats essentially. It's like, oh, this companion has plus 50 or like has like, I don't know, 70 two-handed. So it's like, okay, I'm only ever going to give you two-handed. I'm never going to let you touch any other type of weapon. Oh wait, no, the room I'm thinking of is in the next area. Because this is the Restless Draugr mini-boss. Stop moving, thank you. I'm sorry, what? Oh, this arrow type paralyzes. Don't use this. Don't use this arrow type. Just use iron arrows for now. Okay. That was ridiculous, game. So yeah, don't waste cork bulb. Oops. Slightly lowering my carry weight. One lockpick at a time. Alright. Into Sanctum. So, if I remember correctly, which I probably don't, there's one difficult room and then there's the main room. Or the big room, I should say. The one difficult room I will potentially be able to survive through the power of bow. The difficult room is right here, apparently. Can I kill anyone from here? No.
Don't like the looks of this.
Okay. Come on, Fandor. I think that's actually everyone in this room. I think because my last playthrough was with a mod that unlevels Skyrim, that's what made this room difficult. But in reality, it's actually a really easy room, I think. Considering the fact that I killed everyone in here instantly, I just it's like to assume. How many ancient Nord arrows is that now? 32, that's not enough. What difficulty am I on? This is a thought that has just come into my head. I'm on adept, okay. What is it? It's owl, butterfly, no, is it owl, bear, butterfly, or is it butterfly, bear, owl? It's bear, owl, bear, butterfly, owl. Yeah, that's right, I just literally pressed them twice. There's what, one Draugr in this bit, which is the boss. Yeah, I don't think there's anything but the boss now. Are you gonna pop out? Missed. Why is it an overlord? Why is it an overlord? Who gave you permission to be actually tough? Okay, that was not as bad as I thought, considering it was an overlord. I already have cold, so I don't need that enchantment. The Steel Shield of Waning Magic, I don't think I have that. Maybe that was Xanathar. I don't think I have Frost Resist. Maybe I do. No, I have Fire Resist, I don't have Frost. Okay, need to lose 8 pounds. Mudcrab, come here. Take the bow. Oops. Why is my iron sword? Oh, they've limited weight. I forgot about that. And I forgot that his weight is very low, so he's only really good for like carrying some crafting materials and stuff. Okay. Don't think I'm missing anything. I hope I'm not, at least. Grab the armor for Find Moonstone, because that will potentially come in handy. So I have to go that way. Actually, just quickly mark the Golden Claw, because I can turn that in on the way. And then I think that's technically the first quest complete, not counting the one for Carlotta. Wolves. Was there a second wolf or just a wolf? Seems like it was just a wolf. Then if I remember correctly, this is the cabin of that witch who... I think her sister's Hagraven.
It's so nice to have a visitor.
I think it's this one at least. There's a note in her basement. Okay. It's okay, she's technically evil, I think.
I'm right behind you. What do you want me to carry?
Carry the steel carry that. How much else do I need to get rid of? I carry around a random weapon. I've got a fishing rod. Carry the fishing rod. I don't think that increases my carry weight because it's a quest. Maybe it does.
Let's get going then.
Bunch of apples. Or vegetable soup. Why does she not have a key to her cellar? I feel like that's a major flaw in the design plan for this place.
You're not supposed to be in here. You're not supposed to be in here.
Why is he mad at me? And he says letter. Helgi, who I believe is a Hagraven. I've never heard him be mad about me trespassing. Can I normally have him as a companion? Because he's easy to get and is a skill trainer. Which him being a skill trainer makes him automatically better than a bunch of other companions. Chanting is already at...
You're not
Chanting's already at 32. I do want to eventually try and get it to 100. I don't know how likely that is.
Thank goodness. I've been wandering alone for so long, I thought I'd never see another soul again.
What happened?
I was kidnapped by these bandits weeks ago. They locked me up in the towers near Mistwatch. I managed to pick the lock and slip out while the guards slept, but now I'm completely lost. Can you help me, please?
There's a town nearby in that direction?
Oh, thank you. But I should be fine now that they're at Mistwatch. If you can stop them, you'll be a true hero.
I've never had that random encounter. Where is Mistwatch? No, seriously, where is Mistwatch? She's run all the way from there to here. She ran past Ivarstead. She ran past Hunningbrew, which she would have seen Whiterun if she went that way. Which means she's gone all the way around here to Helgen. Somehow come from this way without seeing Riverwood and then run this way. I've never had that random encounter before. And now I'm questioning how the hell she managed to get here. Nah, it's running. I'm not going to be able to hit the elk. And I say that and it turns. I was about to say the dumbest thing. I was about to say there's an inn here, right? So there is. It's part of the quest, the main quest.
What would you rather do? How about we play tag? You're it.
It's not locked. Okay, I can return the golden claw.
The sooner I'm gonna put this back where it belongs. I'll never forget this. You've done a great thing for me and my sister. Don't let my sister do anything foolish.
I'm trying to think.
Thank you so much for
I don't
taking
know if I had
care of
anything to
those
sell.
thieves.
No.
The Riverwood Trader.
Everything I have is to disenchant. So I might just spend the night here.
Need a room? Talk to Delph. Out. She owns the place. Inn's closed. Feel free to sit and put your head down on the table for as long as you like. There have been whispers. A boy up in Windhelm, name of Aventus Aretino. Word is, Ulfric's Stormcloak is... They say a dragon attacked Hell. We've got something of a love triangle here in Riverwood. Faendal and... Take a look.
What do you sell? Anything decent? Cooked beef. I could buy the cooked beef. I love how one cooked beef is better than a leg roast. Grab the cooked beef. And the salt. Why do you have a briar heart? I thought my one question was, why do you have a briar heart?
But then he went quiet, did Ragnar the Red, when he met the shield maiden.
What are you staring at?
Who is Embry? So great. I didn't actually know that if you do Bleak Falls Barrow, then that's when Delphine teleports. She doesn't actually teleport when you enter there, she teleports before. Which is annoying because I wanted to level up. So I'm gonna have to go to... The other one's not an inn, is it? It's just a sort of a hunting store. Yeah, it's just a hunting place. So it looks like I'm gonna have to head to the Bannered Mare.
I have nothing to say to you. Now move along, or I'll order my guards to attack.
You have a guard, and I could probably one-shot him with a sneak attack. Okay, important question. Where is the giant's... Is the giant's body still here, number one? He was right here. Okay, his club came back down. Oh, these are potatoes. I thought they were leeks for some reason. So then once I have... Okay, so I have to start Horn of Jorgen Windcaller so that I can start Dragonborn. And I only want to start Dragonborn so that I can get the Dwarven Black Bowl Fate. Which, to get the Dwarven Black Bowl Fate, I need to get the... Is it 4 or 3 of the Kagrimez crystals? Basically, there's a lot of hoops I have to jump through. That should make me plenty of vegetable soup. Or is it stew? I don't remember.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
Let's see, has an entire day passed or is it still my bed? It's not my bed.
To our youth, today's
I work for Bellathor.
So we'll cook first.
If it's work you're looking for, Hulda's the...
Yes, Mom.
Is that vampire fish? Okay. So how much of this can I make? 6. Then...
the killer of kings. On the day of your death, we will drink and we'll sing.
Do that.
Of Skyrim, we fight all our lives.
The security in Whiterun is terrible. Shameful.
I enjoy this.
Rent to earn.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right
Still
this
here.
way. Need anything else? Just let me know.
I'll show you what I know. What do you want me to carry?
What is it? 50? Then he can't train me anymore.
Now please, no more questions.
So I'm basically at the point where he can't train me any further. But then I don't know who the expert one is. I think it's actually Ayala, because I always thought she was the master one, but I don't think she actually is. More stamina, even more stamina. And slow time.
Know if there's anything else you need.
Oh, venison stew is actually good. I'd keep that. I'll need the cooked beef just to get rid of it. Even though I just bought it. So now, slow time. Cool.
The security in Whiterun is terrible. Shameful is what it is.
Mister? Just 1 gold, please?
What's the prerequisite for the breathe home? Is it just completing... I think it's killing the dragon, isn't it? Yeah, I think you have to kill the dragon. That's annoying.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside.
Come on, you can do it. Good job, Fandor.
Still here. What do you want me to carry?
Yeah, just the pelts.
You lead, I'll follow.
So...
I don't claim to give it.
Well, did I give that to Fandor? I think I actually gave it to my mud crab. Oh, I did. Okay. Give him crafting components. He can only carry 10. That's fine. What does steel? Okay. Unfavorite, favorite. Bind that to 1. And I still don't actually have anything.
Have you met my father? He's the steward up at Dragon's Reach. Don't forget to check inside the shop.
Okay, does Bellathor have an axe? Because I really, really need a woodcutter's axe at this point.
If you need potions, you should try Arcadia's Cauldron.
Where is everyone? Oh, it's 7 AM. Okay, I'll go and do the disenchanting first. I'll do the disenchanting, turn in Farengar's quest. I just realised I'm actually basically level 10 already.
You see? The terminology is clearly First Era or even... Ah! The Dragon Stone of Bleak Falls Barrow. Seems you'll have to see the... So your information was correct after all.
I'm right behind you.
We have our friend here to thank for...
What do you want me to carry?
Yeah, I did give you enchanted stuff. I gave you an enchanted thing.
Let's get going then.
Bleak Falls Barrow and got that? Nice work. Just send me a copy.
Farengar, you need to come at once.
Then do I want shock or frost? I think frost is better.
A dragon. How exciting. Where was... What was it doing?
I take this a bit more seriously. Decides to attack Wi-Fi.
Where's the ring? There it is.
Let's go.
Wait, can
I want
Nope.
to hear about this dragon.
Sorry, I could sell.
Tells me you came from the Western Watchtower?
Yes, my lord.
Tell him what you told me about the dragon.
Oh, that's right. I saw it coming.
You're not a thief trying to rob me, right?
Than anything I've ever seen.
What did it do? Is it attacking the Watchtower? I serve Jarl Balgruuf as steward.
Yeah, good to know.
I never ran so fast in my life. I thought it would come after me for sure.
The Jarl is, as you can imagine, very busy. Perhaps I can assist you.
I will shoot you with an arrow.
Don't even think about it. Irene, there's no... I want you... You survived, but I haven't. And please, accept this...
Oh, I can buy a house already.
In the main gate.
Good. Don't The task of steward is more important than
5,000. I have
realize.
not even 3.
Jarl often asks
I envy
for
you
my
the
valuable
So,
counsel.
you wish to master the arcane arts?
I'll keep Zenithar over Julianos.
You know, if you've got the aptitude... You should join the mages.
I already have resist frost, don't I? I do. So I'll sell that to Bellathor, so I'm going to go visit him.
I'll see you at the Watchtower as soon as the rest of the men gather.
Just double checking frames. Hasn't changed in like an hour. I am genuinely surprised because normally it is really bad at this point. You have a quest.
It's the Gildergreen, yes. To the east. Even its name is an echo. I think, but even if you could get to the Eldergreen, you couldn't tap it. If you want to, you'll have to. It's called Nettlebane. Your spirit. It's held in a Hagraven nest called Orphan
Got
Rock.
something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. I've been looking for you.
Is it from the Jarl? Oh, it's Falkreath.
Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Got it. It's the Jarl Falkreath. his quest is kind of like going to Falkreath is important later because I need to do a bunch of Daedric quests, and there's 2 in Falkreath, I think. Weakness to poison. That's such a specific disenchant or negative. Is there any more smithing? No. What is smithing?
I sell cures for all ills, and I'll be happy to serve you.
Damage, health stuff again.
You'll find tonics, salves, poultices, and potions on my shelves. Browse to your heart's content.
Resist fire and ravage stamina. I love how basically every ingredient can either make like a bunch of poisons, but also a bunch of potions. I think I actually genuinely like cooks. Do either of them overlap? Yes.
If there's anything I can help you with, you have but to ask.
Okay, time to just sell a pile of useless potions.
Pardon me, but take a look.
So, keep all of my damage health. I suppose I'll keep that because that might be useful eventually. I forgot I had a mod that makes vendors better. Do I have anything worth 18? I have 13. Do that. Ooh, you sell Basin Longfin and Cyrodiil Blade Tile. I could, if I wanted to, do Fortified Restoration. But I don't really want to do that. Is there any other ingredients worth grabbing? I don't see any, like you don't have a Daedric Heart or anything. No. Okay, I think you're probably done now. I'll sell some bread and then... Do I have another bit? Or just sell the pheasant breast?
Come back anytime if you need a remedy.
Because I'd like to get 5,000 gold just so I can buy the house.
Everything's... Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
What? Your stock hasn't refreshed. Did you have anything I didn't buy that was worth grabbing? Ooh, Circle of Minor Alchemy. That is kind of tempting. I don't really need a Fortify Alchemy enchantment now.
Do come back.
I feel like Fortify Alchemy for me would be better later. Oh, I've actually got access to this quest now.
Yes? A woman. She is likely not. We are not welcome here at White. So we will be in response.
Got some good piece. I don't claim. Take a look.
Do you have better light armor? You do sell leather. I don't think I really have anything to sell. Oh, it sells old hunting bow.
Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
Just double check, that's 28, 29, 31. And then all of their enchantments suck anyway.
Have you met my father? Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
Okay.
Until next time.
So I assume dragons will resist paralysis. I think that's a safe assumption to make. Because I think it would be very weird if dragons didn't resist paralysis. Because that would kind of remove the entire point of having to do the whole Elder Scroll part. I should at some point learn where the Lady in the Lake Easter egg is. I think it's way over that way in like a weird spot. What arrows should I think I should probably use the Ancient Lord just for that slight damage boost.
No signs of any dragon right now. It sure looks like he's been here. I know it looks bad.
She has an elven bow.
But we've got to figure out what happened. And if that dragon is still skulking around somewhere. Spread out and look for survivors. We need to know what...
Just run straight in the tower. Need to get in the tower.
No, get back. It's still here somewhere. Rocky and Todd just got grabbed when they tried to make a run for it. Can you let save us? Here he comes again.
Okay, where is the dragon? There is the dragon. There he is. Okay. Should probably not be an idiot. She has an elven bow but doesn't... Oh no, she does use it.
You're already dead. Come on, fight back.
Probably shouldn't be standing right here.
You can't beat me. You're outmatched.
God damn it. Stop bursting into flames randomly. Okay, I actually wasn't doing bad damage, unless someone was hitting at the exact same time as me.
Really dead. Damn good.
Fandor, come here, please. Please, Fandor.
Get back.
I've got your back. What do you want me to carry?
I need you to carry all of my dragon scales and bones. I'm actually going to save them for once. Oops, hell. Shouts. And then who's the one that runs up to me?
I can't believe it. You are in the very old. That's what you did, isn't it? Well, you can shout now. You couldn't before, right? That can only mean one thing. My grandfather used to tell
Okay. So now, I don't remember if I did the Way of the Voice. I don't know if that's one of the achievements I'm missing. So we're basically at the point now where I have none of the achievements. Let me just double check actually. I have not done Way of the Voice. So what achievements have I done? Okay, so yep, as soon as I level up, I have done every single achievement that I already have. So before we were there, because I remember there's that little bandit sort of outposty thing here. So I might as well go and try to complete that, or try and clear that. Get a tiny bit of loot. I think there's a horse that you can take. It's, I think technically it's steal. So I think it's right here. It's right there. How did that miss? Okay, that one's gonna miss because I went over. So I'll just sit here and farm sneak for a while. I should switch back to my iron arrows now that I think about it, rather than wasting all of my half-decent arrows. So then I think as soon as I go down here, a couple extra guys spawn. If I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken. I'm not going to kill the horse. I was tempted to, but I'm not going to. So I think if I go here... Am I completely misremembering? Okay, there it is. Ooh, smithing. I'll always take fortify smithing, no matter what. I can sell that to Farangar. What time is it? 9:30. Oops, picked up a spigot, which I don't think does anything. Do I have any leaks? Hot apple cabbage. Oh yeah, because that's right, you can make hot soup. I do not have any leek. So I'll make 6 potato soup, I guess. That actually increases my carry weight. So just eat cheese and a bunch of carrots. Again, somewhere that doesn't have another woodcutter's axe. I just want an axe. You're unable to run. Where's that spigot? Why does the spigot weigh 2? Just need a woodcutter's axe so I can craft a bunch of arrows, but no one has woodcutter's axes. That one guy, I think it was the guy in Bleak Falls Barrow, had a pickaxe but not a woodcutter's axe. Bellathor doesn't sell a woodcutter's axe. I literally just need one so that I can make arrows. That's right, there's a Corundum ore vein there for no well-explained reason. Is that another?
I've been looking for you.
Okay, what's this one?
Let's see. A letter. No, looks like that's it.
From a letter from a friend? Cause oh, that's right. I've completely forgot about these. Ironbind Barrow. Where is Ironbind Barrow? Rorikstead. Korskagar. They basically just said, yeah, there's a cave somewhere. Or does it not show up until I... Hold on. Where is Ironbind Barrow? Am I blind or is it just not showing up? Because that, yeah, that really just points me to Dragon's Reach. Oh. It's because I'm not tracking miscellaneous. Okay, so it doesn't actually put the marker on the map, got it. But I'll keep miscellaneous marked. I don't know why it doesn't default to marked. So up there I need to disenchant and sell stuff.
Did it? You killed a dragon.
I killed a dragon and ate its soul. Well, I didn't eat its soul, I absorbed its soul. Which is, eating is technically absorbing. Where's Farron? There he is.
Good. You're finally come to here. Dragon spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them.
Okay,
you know,
now disenchant.
happened at the watchtower.
Dragon was there, we
Knew
killed
I could
it.
count on your Dragonborn. It's true. Masters of the way, the dragon. If you really are
Did you hear the thundering sound as you
they
returned to
can teach you
Whiterun?
how to use
That
your
was the
gift.
voice of the Greybeard, summoning you to High Hrothgar.
You've done it. By my right, I assign.
Centuries.
I'll also. We are
Not since
honored
Tiber
to have
Septim
you as
himself
Thane of our
summoned
city.
that he was still Talos of Ar.
It seems this damnable conflict.
So Lydia would be good now, except I'm still using Fandor. No, it's just magic damage.
I'm right behind you.
Have I already used your
I'll show
training
you
this
what I
level?
know.
I've not.
What do you want me to carry?
Actually, you're officially at the point where you're kind of not useful.
You lead, I'll follow.
I'm keeping you with me anyway. Okay, so I'm actually going to end the stream here. Because it's been, I think, 2.5 hours? Yeah, 2.5 hours. So I'll be back tomorrow, day after, not sure. Actually, no, not tomorrow, because tomorrow's Thursday. Yeah, tomorrow's Thursday. So thanks for stopping by. I'll see you next time, which will potentially be Friday.